Are you looking for a super fast handmade gift that you can make really quick at home? In this video, I'm sharing with you 36 different crochet tutorials, all free, that you can make something really quick and fast to give as a very heartfelt gift. Hi, it's Krista at The Secret Yarnery. Today I'm sharing with you my favorite, best, fastest, easiest, no stress, top 36 crochet patterns that you can make for gifts in a last minute quick situation. There's a couple blankets in there if you're a fast crocheter, but the rest are all super quick and easy. Even the blankets work up really fast. So these are my picks for 2025. So we're going to start out with my top 11 things to crochet for Christmas. This is a video I did last year in detail, but I'm just going to put it all here because I also put all of those patterns into a bundle. So if you are a written pattern girl, and all my patterns are written in plain English, you do not have to understand crochet patterns to use my patterns. It is just like I'm sitting there right beside you. So all of those patterns are together in a super great bundle. So I'm just going to tell you what those patterns are for my first, there's 11 of them. My first 11 gifts, I have them written down. If you see me looking down, so I don't forget anything. The first one is, well, first I should also say, these gifts also help give another gift. Like they're a good add-on, they're a good container, they're a good gift tag. You can also use them to add on to something store-bought so that the whole gift feels homemade. So the first one is the granny stocking boot. Now this is it's a great size. It's about 8 or 9 inches tall, probably about 8 inches, and it is the perfect size to like put in candy bars or something like tea bags, something cute you want to give your neighbor or your teachers, anything like that. It's just the right size to have enough inside where it's a nice gift. So, and you don't have to wrap it. You can just be like, here's your boot, and you can just put really great things inside. So that is the granny boot pattern. Next is the tin can cozy, Speedy Granny Ruth tin can cozy. This is also makes a great container for putting things inside. Maybe it's for a gardener. You could put like, a little shovel and one of those little mini gardening tools or some gloves, whatever, pruning shears or pruning scissors or something like that. So you could really do a heartfelt gift. You could make one for an artist with paintbrushes and things like that. So it's a great way to personalize a gift container. So that's a Speedy Granny Ruth tin can cozy. Really fast and a great stash buster. You can also customize the colors of all of these to match the person you're gifting to. Next are my flower crochet coasters. These are also amazing in any different color combination, and they work up great. There's 2 sizes included in the written pattern. You can make a slightly larger one if it's for someone with those big, big, big mugs. And you can also use the larger size for underneath a vase or your candy dish, and then have the coasters for your coffee mugs of regular size. So that is a great written pattern. Then there is the Santa gift tags. I know I talk about these a lot because they're my absolute favorite. It is a pattern I found in my own crochet collection. My grandma used to make them. So this is my version, I think as close to hers as I could get. I think I might have improved it a little bit, but it's fantastic. And they go great with anything. They also look super cool on a tree or whatever you want to do. And you can change the colors of the skin to customize the eye color. All that is up to you. Next are bookmarks. Now, the bookmarks are so easy, and you could just pop it inside a book if you're giving a 2026 diary or like the next year diary or planner. You can make a bookmark to go inside. If you're gifting a Bible or any sort of book, you could also do a personalized bookmark to go inside. And it just kind of makes it look like you didn't just get her a book or get him a book. It's a full gift if you put in a bookmark. Next are soap sacks. Soap sacks are great if you have cotton yarn laying around. They are fantastic. All my kids love them. It's kind of like having a built-in washcloth. They are great, and it's a little bit knobbly, a little bit soft. It's just really good for washing your body in the shower, but they also make a really good gift. They also really good for using as like a satchel in your drawers if you get one of those smelly soaps that you might not want to use, but it was great in your drawers. So you can think of it that way as well. They work up really fast and a great stash buster. Next we have, it's a set really, but the Speedy Granny Ruth in a spiral hat. Now this is great if you want to do like a hat and scarf set. then the Speedy Granny Ruth hat and the Speedy Granny Ruth scarf. Those go together. They work up super cute. There's no tassels, no fringe. They're great for crochet for men gifts. You just use whatever manly color you'd like to use. I know that's a topic, but whatever color the person likes. There's no holes. It's textured. It is a really great pattern. Works up quick. And the hat is made in a spiral, so no joining and wondering what you're going to do. You just grow it to the size you like. So that is a great set. And that's actually, well, that's just a great set, period. And it works up really quick. Then there's also indoor snowballs. These are really fun to have, like a bowl of them or a pile of them by your front door. They are soft. They're no stuffs. You don't need stuffing. You just need yarn and a hook. And they're really fun to have like an indoor snowball fight or anything like that. Plus, they look really cute. It gives that winter feel. And then on the other side, if you want to give a gag gift or something funny, you can crochet cowl. So this is a great little stocking stuffer if anyone has been naughty on your list or in the office and you just want to do a little bit of a fun gift exchange. A lump of coal is pretty great. So that is also part of the pattern bundle. So that is, you get all 11 patterns, normal price, $63, on sale for $45 if you grab it. So that's all at secretyarnery.com, but I will link the bundle page. Even on my website, I made a whole page just for bundles. So you can go there and see what you're into. There's also blanket bundles, hat and scarf bundles, whatever you're into. You can probably grab a whole library of patterns and then crochet them when you feel inspired or you have the right yarn for that project. Now there's 25. These are my new picks. My 25 new pick last minute gifts that you can crochet for 2025 or any year, but you can crochet them up super quick with what you have on hand. And there's something for everybody in this bundle. So starting off with the deluxe Santa hat. So that is just regular worsted weight acrylic yarn. You don't need anything fancy. Red yarn and white yarn and a crochet hook. And you can make amazing fluffy Santa hats for anybody. They are fantastic, including the pom-pom. You make all of it with the pattern. Next is the Santa hat with chenille yarn. So if you have red yarn and then you have white chenille yarn, this is probably even faster. It's not as fluffy, but it is fluffy, and it is really fun and easy to do. So there's two Santa hats, one with chenille yarn and the deluxe without chenille yarn. And either of those are great depending on what supplies you have on hand. Then there is my bucket hat. So this is a one-color bucket hat in all different sizes included in the written pattern. And it goes great with the easiest granny stitch scarf pattern, which I'm super proud of. How you start the granny stitch scarf, the where you start matches exactly where you end, and you don't have to go around and do a border or fix it or look at a yucky chain on one side. It's perfect. So that makes a super good gift and is easy for beginners to do. It's just granny stitch, double crochets into the spaces. It goes super quick and easy and is a 1-row repeat. Then there is the easiest crochet poncho for beginners, also a granny stitch, but has a beautiful yoke, which is a neckline, beautiful neckline. And it is, you can make it any size, and it is super cute, fast and easy to do, really cute. And you can even make them small for kids. It is a fun project. There are bottle cozies. So this is for anybody who likes to go camping or tailgating or anywhere where you have a cold drink and you don't want a cold hand. These cozies are great, and they come in all different sizes. No, they don't. They come in 2 sizes. The next one is the Minecraft can cozies. These come in 4 different sizes. So the Minecraft can cozy comes in 4 different sizes for any size can from 500 ml down to the 250s. And they are super great also for keeping your can cold and also a little bit hidden depending on what your beverage of choice is that day. Now, my favorite, my emotional support crochet shawl. I love it. It is so good. It is a gorgeous shawl with a flower border that turns into your own emotional support. You know the emotional support chicken? Well, this is my version of it. Get yourself a bouquet of roses that you can wear and cuddle up in, and then just cuddle with for your emotional support. So that is a fabulous pattern. The neckline is super great. Look at the back of the neck. It's really, really pretty. And you can make your colors any color combination you want, your shawl any color, your flowers any color, and it is beautiful. It's so great. So that's definitely, that is not really the last minute gift though, but that's a spectacular gift. Like if you have a few days to make that, that person will love you. It's amazing. Or make it for yourself. You could do that. Next, this dresses up any sort of gift you're giving. These are crochet bows. You can make them in any size yarn with any size hook, and that will change the size of your bow. And they are so cute, great for stash busting. And you can just pop those on to your present. You can leave the two long tails at the back when you finish assembling it, and then just use those tails to tie the bow on to wherever you want it to be. So those are super great to put on any present you're giving at all and work up really, really quick. Then we have a marigold marigold keychain. They can also be used as bag charms. So the marigold is super cute, and it just adds a little bit of pizzazz to backpacks or swim bags or any sort of bag, or just as a keychain. And then there's also the Hawaiian flower keychain or bag charm, and that adds more pizzazz to whatever bag you have, or any zipper pull. They look super cute, and they just add a little bit of personality. They're also great stash busters, and they don't use much yarn at all, so you could really make a whole bunch of those for gifts or keychains if you're selling at a market. The almighty popcorn. I know I keep it in the Yarnery all year round. That is just crochet popcorn. I know people are like, why would you crochet popcorn? Because it is so fun. And it looks, well, it's just so fun. It was one of the most fun crochet projects I think I've ever made, because there is no stress. There's no tails. It doesn't have to be perfect. Each kernel's different. It takes like seconds to make one. And you can just sit and watch TV, make a whole bunch of popcorn. It is so fun to make popcorn. It's liberating. It is a liberating experience making crochet popcorn. So that is something you could even like put in a little bag or like a gag gift or anything like that. Pretty great. Popcorn with cowl also could work. You could also make poinsettia coasters. These are fantastic for giving with a mug or any sort of like desk kind of stuff. You could just put a coaster with the mug or the teacup or anything like that, and it adds personality to the gift. Or you could just make a whole set and gift somebody a set of poinsettia coasters. And slippers, who doesn't love slippers? This is the easiest crochet slipper pattern. It is a really nice shape. It works for both genders, or boys and girls. It's not so much of a ballet, and it's not so much of a man slipper. It's right in the middle, so it's gender non-specific. It works up super quick using a strand of chenille yarn and a strand of worsted weight acrylic. So if you have that yarn laying around, you can whip up a pair of slippers, and they make obviously an amazing gift. They're super squishy and soft because of the chenille yarn, and they're really strong because of the acrylic yarn. They last a really long time. So that's a great pattern, also great for beginners. You could also make a set of dishcloths. These have a great texture. They're knobbly and scrubby, but still soft. So if you have cotton yarn laying around, you could make dishcloths as a set. You could also make a rose bouquet. Now these are great. So many people have made them for weddings, for bridal showers, for Mother's Day, for decorations at care facilities, at hospitals, wherever you want some roses that stay forever. They're also washable. You just pop them straight off the stem, wash them, dry them, put them right back on. So they're not those dusty kind of, what am I going to do with it? How am I going to keep it clean? You're going to keep it clean in the washing machine. So don't worry about it. They're super great to do. And who doesn't love a bouquet of roses? Now, gift cards are also a thing. How do you give a gift card? In a gift card stocking. So I made a little crochet stocking, just the right size for gift cards, like credit card size. It is a perfect way to give a gift card that isn't like, oh yeah, here you go, here's a gift card. It makes it heartfelt and really sweet in the crochet stocking gift card. Star ornaments are also great as gift tags. And it can also be for any time of year, graduation, like any sort of celebration, you're a star, that kind of thing. For teachers, they are really cute. You could do them with gold yarn, metallic gold. Wouldn't that be so cute? Give somebody 5 gold stars. I love that. A little stack of 5 gold stars. Beautiful. I love it. So that's another thing you could make just with scraps. How about a super fast house plant? You could do a string of pearls. It is chaining and slip stitching. So very, 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 very easy. You need green yarn and brown yarn for your dirt. And you can just put it in a terracotta pot or a teapot or any sort of base. And then that is just a house plant that looks great on the edge of a bookcase or your foyer, any hallway. It's amazing just to go anywhere. And of course, washable, just pop it into the washing machine and put it right back out to dry. For stash busting, you can make a Speedy Granny Ruth scarf with tassels on each end. So instead of having to sew in your tails or use the same color, you could do stripes and have nice tassels on each end. Works up so quick, and if anybody likes tassels, this is a fantastic scarf for you. There's also the Sober Granny cowl. So this works in a spiral, and you can make it any height you'd like. So it's like super big, or you could just make it like an average size. It's all included in the written pattern and, of course, the free video tutorials. And that also has fingerless gloves as an option, matching option. Also worked in the spiral, so easy to do. So you could do like a hat, a cowl and fingerless glove set. And that's a great one too. And it works up very fast. If you have a ball of yarn laying around, there is a 1-ball oyster shell scarf. That is a super skinny, delicate, lovely, lacy looking scarf. Nice and skinny and very beautiful. So that is great as a gift. So that works up really quick and is great for anyone who likes a skinny little scarf just for like going around the neck or over a sundress. Very delicate and pretty. And then last are 3-minute hair ties. These are great for everybody. They're made just with regular elastics. They last longer. They're bigger, better, badder than store-bought, even brand name really good. Get that? Really good hair ties. They work up even, they're better. They take 3 minutes, but they are stronger, they last longer, they hold your hair better, they don't slide, they don't slip, they don't lose their stretch. They're great. So that is also something fun that you could include in a stocking or just give as a gift. So I hope that gave you some crochet ideas for last minute gift giving. If you are going to make any of those, let me know in the comments. Or if I missed some and you have some other great suggestions, let me know, because I'm all about making free tutorials and very good quality, readable to anybody, accessible written patterns. So if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. So there's 25 patterns included there, and that is a regular value of $144 on sale for $95. So that's 25 beautifully written crochet patterns for 95 bucks. So if that's of interest, if you love written patterns like I do, go ahead and grab that while you can. And I'm waiting for you in that video up there. Stay hooked.